Challenge on ESPN, presented by Continental Tire. Iowa, Syracuse here at the Carrier Dome. Two teams looking for bounce-back wins, an early season test for the Hawkeyes as they take on the Orange.
That's what early season is all about, so it's going to take some time for these teams to grow into who they're going to be come February, March.
It's since both coaches right now are trying to figure out exactly what they've got.
Yeah, and when you deal with so many injuries, that's a big challenge for a coaching staff as you're trying to develop some sort of rhythm and continuity.
Bohannon straight away tries to get the Hawkeyes started. Can't do it. And the long rebound. Legend continues to add to one of the legendary resumes.
Look, take the accomplishments and throw them out the window. The man's kept his job for 44 years. And to keep your job, you have to manipulate the game in some ways to help your team win. He's done that for 44 years. I don't know what I can manipulate for 44 years to keep this job.
Down to 4 to shoot. Connor McCaffrey, the coach's son, has to hoist one. That won't make Dad happy. The 5 on the floor for Syracuse. And maybe the most interesting player out there, the player that was just handling the ball, number 11, Joe Girard. He is an upstate New York high school legend that the crowd here at the Dome will light up if he's able to knock one down as Dolezaj turns it over.
Well, you're
and 63 points.
Round up, just round it up.
Well, there's Connor McCaffrey, who has stepped up as the point guard with Jack Nungy tearing his ACL against Cal Poly. Over from the wing to the head of the snake, and that's been a challenge.
Yeah, he's done a little bit of that last year. He does share the ball well. He's also tough. He's one of the tougher guys on the floor for Iowa, although he just gave up an easy drive to the basket.
Speaking,
McCaffrey, give them time to figure things out.
Bohannon gets the steal, but how about the flip by Sidibe? And hanging from the rim is Dolezaj.
You want to develop a feel for the game within the first 5 minutes, or at least the first 4 minutes till the first media timeout.
There's a 3 for Joe Wieskamp.
Mobilize, get outside beyond the 3, but they're looking to use him short corner. Now he's in rebounding position.
Wieskamp with an offensive rebound off the Bohannon miss from NBA range, but a turnover. Dolezaj tries to go coast to coast, and he is fouled by Luka Garza.
Tenure, longevity, whatever. It takes time. There's a reason why Jim.
Kriener, high-low pass, and muscling it up and in is Luka Garza. Bohannon gives it up to Sidibe. Gives it up to Sidibe. Garza running the floor. Forces it up and gets it to go in traffic.
You're going to say that.
Wieskamp pulls it down for Iowa. Stepping back, Wieskamp. Buries another triple.
Big.
Yes.
The crazy thing is, those droughts actually hurt the other team as well. It eliminates rhythm from the game. And Iowa, they score it. Last year led the Big Ten in scoring. Well, if there's no rhythm in the game, Iowa's going to.
Kriener underneath the Garza. The defense collapses. And Gurrier able to rip down the rebound. Way outside. Knocking it down from NBA range and
What do they say when someone shoots a bomb in the NBA? Do they call it NBA range?
Yeah, they call it Steph Curry.
Yeah, there you go.
Kriener can't get the roll. Garza on the offensive glass draws the foul on Gurrier. And there's the
assertive on the offensive end, but slow.
But as great as those guys were, basketball, where the places that guys are willing to shoot the ball from, to me, is amazing.
Yeah, look, and it's required range. It really is. The game has changed. You don't have Barkley backing somebody down for 20 seconds. You don't have about that analytics.
Absolutely. Toussaint. That's off the mark. Hughes with the rebound.
You can see the scouting in that.
Gurrier throws it down. Has 6. That's all 12 for Iowa. So they've only got 2 players so far that have been able to knock down a shot. And Garza in and out. Back tap right to him. Shot fake. And he gets the soft bounce. Nice job on the off.
Till has to be active as he was on that possession.
Wieskamp. Evelyn with a nice little pocket pass, gets a return, and knocks down the line drive triple. Here comes Elijah Hughes. Skip pass to Toussaint, who gets the steal. Toussaint crosses over with the left hand, hits the underside of the rim, but draws the foul. Cal Poly, he was a red shirt last year as well.
Is what you're talking about. Yes, you want your role to evolve throughout the course of the season. And number one, the most important thing, every coach out there will tell you this is true. It's trust. Can I trust this guy on the floor? That's what it's all about.
Way outside, another three goes down.
There's always a reason for it.
I saw a local news special, and it was brilliantly done. And you had talked at some point about a class where you had to think about your goals. And I would say how through this process have your goals, but also your perspective on things changed.
Yeah, a lot. When
even what Jim Boeheim went through, the influence, the inspiration. Do you feel a sense of responsibility? Because I saw the way your teammates.
And keeping your head up no matter. Yeah, I think being in a team sport.
It's there to celebrate that with you.
Yeah, it was an amazing feeling. I just can't explain this.
We see a lot of smiles in those pictures, in those videos. Where does that come from? I mean, when you go through so much, where does that come from? Does it go back to the team? Does it go back to feeling a sense of responsibility to win, right?
Yeah, definitely. I also think that I don't like to be sad and I don't like to be down.
Yeah.
And so
That Jim Valvano fought.org/donate. That's v.org.
they're going through, you never know, and it's really helped me too when in situations where I might be mad at someone or I might be upset about something and you just don't know what that person's going through, so just try to be nice.
It's a loving
as possible.
perspective.
As far as on the court with the girls.
Quick expert analysis on this Syracuse men's
Let's see
team
what
here, what their prospects are.
I don't know about you. I haven't been paying attention to the game in the last 4 minutes. I'm sorry.
It's too good of a story.
Yes.
Well, Tiana, thanks so
A shot in the corner. He's going to be running the baseline, it looks like. Between Wieskamp and Garza, those are the guys that can impact or affect this defense the most.
Till, three to shoot. Bohannon's going to have to force one up. Beats the timer with a three.
But the made basket takes something out of you. Iowa just able to get a tough one to go with nothing really happening on the offensive end.
The all-time leading three-point shooter in Iowa history. And there is the coach's son, Buddy.
Squared, but his shoulders get squared. He elevates, and he's got a lot of confidence in that jump shot. He should. So does he.
Another one goes down for Wieskamp.
Gerard, you know, you scored 4,800 points in high school. And you get a lot of reps, right? You get to take a lot of shots. Now you got to fill a role, and that's difficult.
Bohannon floats one up, gets it to go. The old school floater for.
Almost said Carver Hawkeye Arena. Totally did.
Dolezaj lines one up and hits a three.
Dolezaj's got to be aggressive. He's really good. And there are times when he might be first team all, I don't realize how good I could be. I mean, he's that kind of guy. He can be a lot better than he is. Especially when he gets rebounds on the defensive end. You see him push the floor. He's got great potential.
McCaffrey sets up Bohannon. He's feeling it. That's short. Wieskamp knocks it to the sideline, and Riley Till called for bumping Dolezaj. Boeheim lost it. Dolezaj recovers with a spin move. Flips it up, missed everything. Saved under their own basket by Wieskamp. Boeheim for three. Till. Fouled by Dolezaj. Last summer. And it's great stuff, although.
How dare he?
I was trying to write the Hollywood script as best I could. Hughes short with 10 on the game clock.
Yep.
And that gives a chance for Iowa to get one up before halftime. McCaffrey.
Nope.
That's off the mark. And it's a 1-point lead for Iowa at the break.
It's a 1-point lead for Iowa. I don't know.
Picking up some fouls.
It does, but at the same time, I also mentioned if the guards don't have the great length that they've had in the past, the baseline guys have to work a little bit harder. That could lead to a long closeout, potentially a fourth foul. Especially on skip passes.
4 to shoot. Wieskamp Gives it up in the corner, and that three on the way, and connecting from the corner. Down by Kriener. Shot clock winding down for Syracuse. Boeheim, nice roll to the goal, and a beautiful bounce pass underneath as Dolan
to the basket, pick up an offensive foul. Sat down, easy bounce pass, textbook basketball.
Nice seal inside by Garza. Blocked from behind by Hughes.
To do so because that shot was a quick decision.
Dolajai on the offensive glass. Off the miss by
Talking about Luka Garza's got to be quick to make decisions because the defense is going to converge. And if you hold it for longer than a second, you better get rid of it. I talked about a defense that isn't set. I love transition threes, not just because on offense, you have a clear run to the basketball on the missed shot.
Arama Sidibe just picked up his second. Wow. Kriener. Terrific feed from Hughes off the curl, lobs it up. Sidibe goes down hard, but draws the foul on Kriener, and Kriener his third. Challenge at Breslin Center over on ESPN. Coming up at 9.
Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of pieces gone, and that is a challenge. So foul trouble is the issue. But also just the different rotations you can go to as a coach. Man, it just messes with you.
Toussaint gets loose. Blown coverage. Football pass for Syracuse.
When you screen the zone, it forces rotations that they're not used to, and then they get out of sorts. It's like having to switch or scramble in man-to-man.
Dolajai is able to draw a foul of opportunities for Syracuse.
A lot of great no call on the wall up. I mean, if you're going to say we're going to coach the wall up and we're not going to call that foul, then you have to get it right.
Garza looked like he may have gotten poked in the eye inadvertently by Sidibe. Instead, it's Bohannon. He knocks down another deep. Boeheim attacks the rim, gives it up. Sidibe over the top of Toussaint.
And then just the ball gets thrown ahead. You don't stop the ball at the three-point line, and you put your backside guys who have foul trouble in a bad spot.
No look lob. Garza with the reverse. Plus the foul. And you'd have to think Fran McCaffrey bounce pass and a recovery by McCaffrey.
I really think Connor McCaffrey at the foul line. Here he is. He's a playmaker at that position.
Mid-range for Wieskamp. Knocks it down.
I want to finish that with foul trouble for the opponent is the key.
Howard Washington checks into the game for the first time. Boeheim rises up. That hits the front rim. Back tap by Sidibe. Hughes. That's rejected by Wieskamp.
This is where you fake a pass, make a pass. You got to fake a pass to get it inside. There you go.
McCaffrey sets up Toussaint.
That's good offense. It's a missed open shot.
Elijah Hughes ahead to Boeheim, and Bohannon called for the foul. Then a top 10 matchup. Number 7.
Pressure here. Let's see what Iowa can do against it.
Bohannon, step back. Yes.
They can do that.
That three's in and out for Bohannon, but Wieskamp with an offensive rebound.
Wieskamp was in the middle there, and he just didn't get boxed out.
McCaffrey off the window.
Had it today, so that's one that you got to trust the guy's feel for the game, and he's got to know it's just he doesn't have it right now. He's got to get himself a good look.
Mid-range again for Wieskamp. He had
really getting it going.
Bohannon straight away. Another Iowa three-point.
Sit there and say, gosh, this guy could help us this year. As he's sitting out last year, he's one of the best scout team players in the country. And then that happens. You feel for him, but I think Jack Nunge also understands he's got a responsibility to fight for his team.
Smooth little jump. 8 games and averaged about 13 minutes a game, but he wasn't able to go tonight as well as he continues to deal with the knee irritation. There's a three for Elijah Hughes, down 15.
Yeah, Pemsel's one of the toughest guys on the team for Iowa.
Garza does it again.
He could not push back. Didn't want to pick up a foul, so if you give up position, you lose the game early.
Gerard scores his first bucket. They had 63 points in high school.
Ridiculous. Had him on a throw ahead. Not a lot of guys make that pass, that throw ahead pass. Nico Mannion, Arizona. He's one of the very few to do it, and a young freshman at that.
McCaffrey at the elbow. Wieskamp with an offensive rebound. McCaffrey for 3, and he buries it.
Get room. Let a guy like Joe Girard go to work. but he's got no room in there. There's all this defense just standing there. Why? Because he got two offensive players engaged from the game. Kind of just get disconnected pretty quickly. We go back, look, they scored 34 points against UVA. That's not the norm, right? UVA just does that defensively. Luka Garza position, it's just too easy. He's just gotten wherever he's wanted to get.
And draws another foul.
And go play defense again. He's been really effective against Elijah Hughes. He hasn't given him much at all.
Only a sophomore, tested the NBA waters and decided to come back. And there's a chance for a three-point play.
It is, I guess.
Smartly,
how does his friends get the wrong people in their head and they say, you know, you should go. And then you end up making a decision based on bad information.
Evelyn to Garza, and he will go back to the free throw line again.
There.
20 NCAA championship games. Have feet one of those people?
No, you don't, but I'm just making sure. Sometimes I don't always know my audience. You could have been leading the charge.
Bohannon.
Wow.
It's a three.
Wow.
Was your goal there to try to find the place in America where you could play college basketball and have it be the least like State College of anywhere that you could choose?
I don't know.
I mean,
it was not the goal of the history, so it didn't work out as planned. Such is life.
Garza knocks it down.
This Iowa team is what they do defensively, and he communicates as well as anybody on the floor.
Bohannon has it pocket picked by Howard Washington, who cruises in for two. And how about Howard Washington? Greener lost it in the corner, and it's recovered by Elijah Hughes. So this will be 3 straight losses for Syracuse, and will drop them to 4-4 to start off the season as Jesse
win, but really, you've got to feel good about your guys dealing with a little bit of adversity, dealing with injuries, and still playing at a high level on both sides of the floor.
Tonight after Duke, Michigan State. Stick around for Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt. Breaks down the NBA's best performances of the night. Sports Center with SVP after the Big Ten ACC Challenge double dip on ESPN and the ESPN app. What a game it was for Luka Garza, and what a second half it was for Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa got the three-point basketballs falling, and that's really the key. The ball was able to move, shots fell, and then defensively they got much better, starting to lock in and communicate better on the defensive end.